Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and I hope you enjoy the video. Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. For all of you that are new, thank you for watching my video, and for returning viewers, thank you for sticking around. So today I'm going to be showing you how to do a cut crease. So some of you actually may find this quite challenging. I know that I do still find it challenging sometimes, especially on different eye shapes, but learning these simple techniques are going to make a huge difference, and they're really going to help to make your overall cut crease really look professional and to make it really stand out. So I hope you like the video and we'll get to it. So first I'm going to start off with my base. I didn't show you this in the last video, but I really do want to show you how I create this look. So firstly I'm going to go in with my primer, which is the Revolution Pore Blur. I find that this is really good because it makes your skin quite matte. So if you struggle with any oiliness or get oily throughout the day, that this is really going to help. And it's really nice and soft as well on the skin. I'm going to go in with my Naked Skin Colour Corrector Fluid, and this is in the shade Pink. So the pink really helps to counteract any darkness on the face, so it's really good to hide under eye darkness and also blemishes as well, which I do suffer with a little bit. I actually suffer really badly from acne, so this is a lifesaver. It does hide things really well and it just gets rid of any shadowing really on the face. So just a tiny bit there. So I'm now going to blend that out. You don't want to blend it out too much because you still want that product to cover those areas, but you want to blend it out so it's not so harsh and not as noticeable. The more you blend it out, the less product that is going to be on that specific area. I'm going to take this all over the eyes. And already you can see such a huge difference that made. My eyes are less dark underneath. My face ultimately is a lot brighter as well, because the pink can also do that. It can brighten the face. Sometimes I even use it as a concealer because it does blend into my skin quite nicely just as a concealer. So now foundation. I'm going to be using, please excuse the nozzle on this because it is really old. I'm going to be using my Urban Decay All Nighter foundation, and this is in the shade 3.25. Focus. There we go, 3.25. This one is a really good foundation for your ultimate long wear. This is going to be really good because it is waterproof and it does what it says. It stays all night. I went out once. I went clubbing with my friends and I went out and I got home at like 6 AM and this was still perfect. Nothing. It was perfect. I'm just gonna apply that now. I only need a couple of pumps of this as well. Oh my god guys, I forgot to mention, this brush, really good. So it's like a beauty blender, but a brush version. It's really good at like stippling stuff into the skin. And you literally are just patting away, and it gives you so much coverage because it's quite dense. It literally just packs the product on, but I don't feel like it's thick on my skin. It feels really lightweight still. With long wear foundations, it can feel really lightweight. Sorry. It can feel really heavy, but I do think that it's how you apply it. So if you're applying it really thick and you're literally like just doing like a massive line, it is gonna feel thick. But if you just build it up and you're making sure that it's blended, it shouldn't feel uncomfortable on the skin. Just blending that down my neck a little bit. So now I'm going to go in with my concealer. I don't like putting too much on my forehead because I actually like to kind of minimise the forehead, so I don't put too much on there. I try and hide it more than anything. I don't know why, I just think it suits my face better. And then just blend that out. Okay guys, so now we're gonna go in with our cream contour, and what I'm gonna be using today's contour with is actually the Naked Skin Shapeshifter. So this is literally like been used so much. Sorry, I got an itch. It's been used so much. I literally love this palette. It blends out so easily. I'm able to really master contouring with this palette. It sounds so stupid, but I never was really good at contouring. Like literally ages ago, like ages ago, I remember doing my contour and literally you would literally just see a line and I would be like this and it'd be a massive strap. So it does take a little while to actually do it, but this palette is actually really good because it's like contouring for dummies, because this is actually so easy to blend. So what I normally do is just where my cheekbone is, and I like to look like this as well, so then I can see exactly where I'm shadowing. And make sure you get it to your hairline as well. You don't want to see any gaps. So there is like a free rule sort of when contouring. You want to make sure that you're doing it in 3 sections really. So this is the first. Okay, so you can kind of see. So Then the second would be here, which I don't actually go to these bits because these bits are already quite closed in. I want to bring them out more, so I like to do my forehead just here. Just like that. And then just along the jaw. Just there. And that just gives the illusion of a more... Why does that look so wonky? Perfect. And the other side. See, that looks so much better. Let's see. A bit mismatched today. And then for the nose as well, I will do the nose. I always take it from the eyebrow and down, just like that. Perfect. You can see how straight that is. This will all blend out. Just make sure you're taking it from your eyebrow, otherwise it can come out looking a bit fake. So that's that. I know I look ridiculous right now, but we're getting there. We are getting there. I'm going to take the same brush that I used to do my foundation, and I'm just going to blend all that through. So and I'm blending up because I don't want to blend down, because I want to really shadow upwards, because that's what this whole look is gonna really benefit from. Blending up is gonna create more dimension than blending down. I think that's how you say it. Hold on. That's how I do it. Just flicking up, like, see that dimension already. With this, I just do circular motion just to really work it into the hairline, because you don't want it to look dark and then white. I do fake tan, so I need to make sure that's getting there, you know. So now to blend out my nose, and for that I'm just going to use a small eyeshadow brush, which I'll show you now. Now you can see that definition just going across there, joining with my natural brow line. Everything looks smooth. So now we're going to move on to powder, and I'll show you exactly what to do and what products that I do use. So now I'm going to set my face, and the powder that I use is the L'Oreal True Match Minerals powder. And it is mattifying, so it's going to help to just smooth everything out and take away any of the roughness of the products as well, because sometimes if it is thick, it can sort of leave a thick kind of what am I talking about? I'll edit that one out. So it does tend to leave a bit of texture on the skin, like a little bit more noticeable than normal. So I just go in and just mat that down and just smooth everything out. All over. Perfect. And then for my under eyes, I use a different powder, but I use a bit of a lighter one just so then I can bake underneath. So the powder that I use, the Revolution Bacon Finish, and this is actually quite nice to go underneath the eyes actually. I get really scared to bake, so I only do it for like a few seconds, but I think this one is quite good because it doesn't leave my eyes feeling like really dry afterwards. So you just want to pop that underneath, just like so. And down the nose as well, just to tidy up that contouring. Perfect. And then you want to also put it just underneath where you did that cream contour and just straighten that up. So I only put just the tiniest bit on, just to really define those bits a tiny bit, and the rest I quite like to just have underneath my eyes. I do not bake my forehead. As I said, I like to keep that really nice and warm because that's just going to help to minimise the size of my forehead. I know it's probably not that big, but a tiny bit, but it's alright. Like, oh, I love it. It's me, you know. We've all got to love ourselves, and that's why I got makeup. So you're really going to judge me right now, but I have had this forever. I got this at my first makeup job actually, working for Urban Decay Cosmetics. I used to be a sales advisor there, and I got this out of my allocation, and I've had it for years. So this is the Beach Bronzer from Urban Decay. The top has literally just come off completely, but it's still there. So I've still got a little bit. I'm a sucker for getting the most out of it. So we're gonna go in with this. This is really good as well because this is the bronze one. You've got bronze and sun-kissed. Sun-kissed is nice, but when I am fake tanned, I do like a really orangey bronzer. Not orangey, but like more dark. It adds a little bit more warmth. And it really helps if you smile as well. I know it sounds really weird, but you can see like the natural line. I am going to add this all over my face in a minute, but just once I blend all of that powder away. So I'm also going to put some of this on my neck because I don't want my neck to be lighter than face. Perfect. Right, I'm gonna brush this away now. Literally like now, look how smooth that is. So I'm gonna go back in with my bronzer, and I don't want this to be as light because I feel like when it's too light it just don't look natural. So I like to go over and just kind of seamlessly blend everything together. So now I'm going to add my highlighter, which is actually one of my favourites. It's the Urban Decay Afterglow 8-Hour Powder Highlighter in the shade Sin. And if you can see, it is really shimmery. It's just one of them holy grail ones, like every girl needs this highlighter. So you can see. It literally is just like a seamless one. It only takes like the tiniest bit to give you like the best glow. So now lastly I'm gonna add some blusher, and the blusher that I use, this is the only one that I use, and this is the Laura Geller New York Bake Blush and Brighten in Pink Grapefruit. Now don't that just sound appealing already? Like, that's pretty much why I got it as well, because of the name Pink Grapefruit. Love it. So it looks like this. So it has a lot of shimmer in there and different tones as well, which really help to just brighten up your face so much and just give you that little pop of colour that you want. And I'm just gonna sweep it on the cheeks, and it just highlights as well as gives that part of your face a little bit more colour. Perfect. So that is actually our base finish. I don't do anything else to my base. That's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go have dinner and then I'll be right back. Bye bye. Okay guys, so that's the end of part 1. Stay tuned for part 2, which will be coming soon. See ya. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment.